The next year is a blank canvas, but it's up to you to fill it with the right actions. If you want a new year, you need to make new decisions. Don't wait for 2025. Start becoming the person you want to be right now. The future doesn't wait for anyone. Start doing the things today that will set you up for the success you deserve in 2025. Are you ready to step into 2025 as the best version of yourself? The new year is just around the corner, and now is the perfect time to make a plan that will set you up for success. But here's the truth. Most people wait until the new year to make changes, but they don't have to wait. You can start right now. If you want 2025 to be your best year yet, there are 10 things you must do before the year ends. These aren't just goals. They're habits that will reshape your future. In this video, I'm going to share exactly what you need to do. From changing your mindset to making better financial decisions, we'll cover everything you need to focus on to enter 2025 stronger, smarter, and more confident. By the end of this video, you'll have the clarity and motivation to take action and make next year your most successful year. Now let's get started. Number 1, write down what you want in 2025. Let me ask you a question. What do you want in 2025? And I don't mean some vague wish like, I want to be happy or I want to be rich. I mean specifics. I'm talking about getting clear about what you want right now, today. You see, your mind is like a GPS. If you don't know where you're going, how can you expect to get there? When you don't have a clear goal, you're just wandering around. But when you take a moment and really write it down, what you want for your career, your health, your relationships, your finances, something changes. There's something powerful about putting pen to paper. It's like telling your mind, this is real, this is happening. And the act of writing it down forces you to get clear. You can't be fuzzy. You have to think about it. What exactly do you want? What does your dream look like? What's your vision for 2025? I can tell you this. Successful people are successful because they have a clear vision. They can look at that list and know exactly what they're working for. They know where they're going, and they're not distracted by the noise. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, Jim, I already have some goals in my head. Why do I need to write them down? Listen to me carefully. If it's in your head, it's not solid. It's just a thought. It's like water flowing through your fingers eventually. It slips away. But when it's written down, it's tangible. It's like planting a seed. You nurture it and it grows. Writing down your goals gives them form and structure. It makes them real, and that's when the magic starts to happen. Let me take it a step further. Once you write your goals down, break them into smaller, actionable steps. Don't just leave it at the big picture. You need to know what needs to happen today, next week, next month to move you closer to those goals. And when you break it down, you'll notice something incredible. It gets less overwhelming. The mountain doesn't seem so high anymore because you've turned it into manageable steps. And let me be clear. When you write down your goals, you're making a promise to yourself. You're telling yourself that you are serious about making a change. It's no longer just a wish, it's a commitment. You owe it to yourself to get real about what you want. Whether it's a new job, a better relationship, a healthier lifestyle, whatever it is, be specific. Write it down. But it doesn't stop there. You've got to keep your goals in front of you. Review them daily. Look at them every morning when you wake up. Every night before you go to bed. Because life has a way of getting in the way. It's easy to get distracted, to lose focus. But when you make your goals a daily ritual, you'll stay sharp. You'll be more intentional. And let me tell you something. That's the secret to success. Consistency. Consistency in writing down your goals, consistency in reviewing them, and consistency in taking action toward them. I want you to think about the next year. Think about where you want to be in 2025. What does your life look like? What do you want to change? What do you want to achieve? When you get clear about these things, something magical happens. You start to make better decisions. You start to see opportunities that you didn't see before. The universe starts to align itself with your intentions, but only when you're clear about what you want. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy. No, it's not easy, but it's worth it. When you have your goals written down and you're constantly focused on them, you'll see how every action you take moves you closer to the life you want to live. It's like driving down the road with a clear map. You don't have to guess where you're going. You just follow the path. And here's another important piece of advice. Set deadlines. Set deadlines for when you want to achieve certain things. Deadlines give you urgency. They push you to take action. Without deadlines, it's too easy to procrastinate. But when you know you have to get it done by a certain time, you'll find yourself moving with purpose. And finally, remember this. It's not enough just to write down your goals. You've got to believe in them. You've got to believe that it's possible for you to achieve them. Because without belief, all the goal setting in the world won't matter. If you don't believe in yourself, then nothing will move. But when you believe you can, when you believe that 2025 can be the year you turn things around, that's when you'll start to see results. So before 2025 begins, sit down and get serious. Write down your goals. Don't make them vague. Don't make them small. Dream big, dream clear, and dream with purpose. You've got one life, and 2025 is right around the corner. Don't let it slip away. Don't let another year pass without a plan. Write it down, get focused, and then take the first step toward your dream. Your future begins right now, and it starts with what you write down today. Number 2, get rid of all the bad habits. You can't move forward in life if you're still clinging to the habits that are holding you back. We all have them. Those little things we do day in and day out that might feel good in the moment, but they're dragging us down. Whether it's procrastination, bad eating habits, laziness, or negative self-talk, these things are keeping you from reaching your full potential. If you want to make 2025 a year of real transformation, you have to get rid of them. And I'm not talking about just trying to eliminate them. I'm talking about completely breaking free. You know, the key to success is not just about adding good habits. It's about eliminating the bad ones. Imagine trying to fill up a glass with clean water while it's still filled with dirty water. It's impossible. First, you have to empty the glass. You have to make room for the good. And that means getting rid of everything that doesn't serve you. So ask yourself, what's holding you back? What's been holding you in place for too long? The first step is to get honest with yourself. We've all got something that's a bad habit. We've all got something that we know is not helping us get where we want to go. It could be that you stay up late watching TV instead of working on your goals. It could be that you keep eating foods that aren't good for your body, even though you know it's affecting your health. It could be that you're always waiting for the perfect moment to take action. And because of that, you never actually do anything. These habits are like anchors. They're keeping you stuck. And you know what? You're the only one who can cut those anchors loose. It won't happen on its own. You've got to make a choice. You've got to decide that you're done with the habits that are holding you back. You've got to make a decision to move forward. And that starts by getting rid of the stuff that's been weighing you down. Let's talk about how to get rid of these habits. The first thing you need to do is acknowledge them. I know it's tough. We often make excuses for our bad habits. But you've got to stop that. Stop making excuses and start making changes. Be honest with yourself about where you're falling short. Write it down. Whether it's staying up too late, not exercising enough, or being afraid to take risks, you need to be brutally honest. Don't hide from it. Don't pretend it's not a problem. Face it head on. Once you've identified your bad habits, it's time to replace them. The best way to get rid of a bad habit is not just to try to stop it, but to replace it with a better one. You can't expect to stop something and leave a void. That's when old habits creep back in. For example, if you're trying to quit smoking, don't just focus on stopping. Focus on replacing the habit with something healthier. Maybe it's exercise, maybe it's chewing gum, maybe it's something as simple as deep breathing. Find a replacement and stick with it. Another powerful way to break free from bad habits is accountability. When you're doing something on your own, it's easy to slip up. But when you've got someone checking in on you, someone who holds you to a higher standard, you're more likely to stay committed. Find someone you trust, someone who will support you and encourage you to keep going. Share your goals with them and ask for their help in holding you accountable. When you make a promise to someone else, you're more likely to keep it. But let me tell you, breaking bad habits isn't a one-time thing. It's not something you can just do for a few days and then expect it to stick. No, it's about consistency. Day in and day out, you've got to remind yourself why you're doing it. You've got to stay focused. When you feel the pull of those old habits, take a step back and remind yourself of your bigger vision. Remind yourself of what you're working for. Because if you want to build something better, you've got to let go of what's holding you back. And let's not sugarcoat it. Getting rid of bad habits is hard. It's not easy to let go of something that feels comfortable or familiar, even if it's harmful. But think about this. How much longer do you want to stay stuck? How much longer are you willing to tolerate the same patterns and behaviors that are keeping you from reaching your potential? You've got one life, one shot at making things happen. Don't let bad habits rob you of your future. The truth is, habits shape your life. Your daily choices, the things you do without even thinking about them, create the life you live. So you need to ask yourself, Are your habits leading you toward the life you want? Or are they holding you back from what's possible? This isn't a one and done situation. You'll have to work at it every single day, and it won't always be easy. You'll stumble, you'll fall, but that's okay. You get back up, you keep going, and you make sure that each time you try, you're one step closer to breaking free. Because that's what it's all about: consistency, focus, and the willingness to let go of the past to create a better future. So take a look at your habits right now. What's holding you back? What's weighing you down? And what are you willing to do about it? Remember, 2025 is right around the corner. The time to act is now. Break the chains of those bad habits and make room for the new. If you can do this, if you can truly get rid of what's dragging you down, you'll be amazed at the life you can build. Number 3, start saving for the future. Let's talk about something that many people avoid or push aside, which is saving money. It's easy to focus on the present and what you want right now. The latest gadget, a night out, or just a little extra for fun. But here's the thing. If you want to set yourself up for success in 2025 and beyond, you've got to start thinking about the future. And that starts with saving. The truth is, you're not going to make it far if you don't have a plan for your financial future. So let's get clear about this. It's time to start saving. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, I don't have enough money to save right now. And I understand that. It's easy to feel like there's nothing extra, but I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you. Saving doesn't require a lot to start. It's not about how much you put away. It's about starting. It's about making saving a habit. Even if it's just a small amount, you've got to start somewhere. The key is consistency. Think about this. Every dollar you save today is one more dollar you won't have to worry about in the future. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Your future is built on the decisions you make now. If you're spending everything you make and not putting anything away, you're setting yourself up for stress, struggle, and uncertainty down the road. The first thing you need to do is create a habit of saving. Open a savings account, or if you already have one, start using it. Every time you get paid, make it a rule to set aside a percentage. Start small if you need to. Whether it's 5% or 10%, just start. The habit will grow over time, and you'll start to see the impact. You can increase the amount as you go along, but the most important thing is to develop that habit now. One of the best ways to make saving easy is to automate it. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account. Don't even think about it. Just like paying bills, saving should become a part of your routine. When you automate your savings, you take the human error out of it. You don't give yourself a chance to talk yourself out of it. Every month, a set amount goes straight into your savings account, and you don't have to touch it. This is a game changer. Now let's talk about why this is important. Life is unpredictable. We all know that. You never know when you might lose your job, get sick, or have an unexpected emergency. That's why saving is so crucial. You need to build a safety net for yourself. You need to create financial stability. Having savings isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It gives you freedom. It gives you the ability to make choices without fear. Without savings, you're living paycheck to paycheck, always at the mercy of whatever happens next. But don't just save for emergencies. You should also be saving for your future goals. Whether that's buying a house, retiring early, or traveling the world, you need to start putting money aside for the things that matter to you. When you have savings in place, you can make those dreams a reality. It doesn't have to be a dream that stays out of reach. You can take small steps today to make it happen. Here's another key point. Don't be afraid of investing. Once you have a decent amount saved up, look into putting your money to work. You don't have to be a financial expert to start investing, but you do need to educate yourself and take some calculated risks. The earlier you start investing, the more your money can grow over time. Compound interest is a powerful thing, and the sooner you take advantage of it, the better. But let's be clear, saving isn't about restricting yourself or living a life of deprivation. It's about making intentional choices. It's about making sure your future self has the freedom and security to live the life you want. It's about balance. Sure, you can spend money now, but you also need to understand that there's more to life than short-term satisfaction. Sacrificing a little today can give you a lot more in the future. And don't forget about your debt. If you have any outstanding debts, start working on a plan to pay them down. Debt can hold you back in a big way. It's like a weight around your ankles pulling you down. The less debt you have, the more money you can put into savings and investments. Make paying off debt a priority. Once you get rid of those obligations, you'll be amazed at how much financial freedom you'll have. When you start saving, it's like you're putting yourself in control of your future. And believe me, when you take control of your finances, everything else starts to fall into place. You don't have to worry about what happens when an unexpected expense comes up because you've got a cushion. You don't have to stress about retirement because you've been putting money aside. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck because you've built a solid financial foundation. I'll be honest with you, saving takes discipline. It takes patience. It's not always easy. But think about where you want to be in 2025 and beyond. Don't let the fear of missing out or the desire for instant gratification keep you from building a secure future. You can have both enjoy life today and save for tomorrow. It's all about finding that balance. So start today. Start small, start consistent, but start now. The earlier you begin, the more you'll thank yourself in the years to come. Your future doesn't have to be uncertain. You don't have to rely on luck or chance. You can make it happen by taking control of your finances today. Saving isn't just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants to take charge of their life and build a better future. Don't wait. Start saving now. Your future self will thank you for it. Number 4, reflect on the past year. Before we dive into the future, let's take a moment to look back. I'm talking about reflecting on the year you just had. I know, it can be easy to just keep pushing forward, setting new goals, and chasing after the next big thing. But if you don't take the time to look back, you're missing a critical part of the process. You need to understand where you've been to know where you're going. So before 2025 begins, it's time for a reality check. It's time to reflect. Start by asking yourself a few important questions. What went well this year? What did you achieve? What were the highlights? Maybe you hit some of your goals. Maybe you made some personal breakthroughs. Celebrate those wins. They matter. They are the foundation of your growth. Don't overlook them just because they don't seem as big or as glamorous as other accomplishments. Even the small victories count. They are proof that you've made progress, and progress is everything. But reflection isn't just about the good stuff. It's about being real with yourself. What didn't go so well? What goals did you fall short on? What mistakes did you make? The truth is, we all slip up. We all face setbacks. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it. Ask yourself, why didn't you hit those goals? What held you back? Was it lack of planning, lack of discipline, or maybe you didn't believe enough in yourself? Be honest with yourself. Reflecting on the hard moments and the areas where you failed is just as important as reflecting on the wins. Because in those struggles, there's a lesson waiting to be learned. Look at how you spent your time. Did you waste it on things that didn't matter? Did you get caught up in distractions? We live in a world full of noise, and it's easy to get sidetracked. Maybe you spent too much time scrolling through social media or engaging in activities that didn't align with your goals. It's time to ask yourself if those distractions helped you move forward or if they kept you stuck in place. Reflection gives you clarity on how you're spending your time and whether it's aligned with your values and long-term vision. Now think about the people in your life. Who has been your support system? Who has lifted you up, encouraged you, and helped you stay on track? It's important to recognize those people because they play a major role in your success. At the same time, reflect on the relationships that may have been draining or toxic. Were there people who held you back, made you doubt yourself, or made you feel small? Recognizing these dynamics allows you to make better choices moving forward. Sometimes, letting go of certain relationships is the best thing you can do for your own growth. How about your habits? Take a moment to examine your daily routines. Are they serving you, or are you falling into habits that are holding you back? Habits, both good and bad, shape our lives. If you've been following good habits like staying disciplined, staying focused, and staying healthy, give yourself credit. If not, now is the time to recognize the patterns that are keeping you stuck. Reflecting on your habits will help you make better choices going forward. It's not about perfection, but it's about awareness. When you know where you've been, you can change course for the future. When you reflect on the past year, take note of the lessons you've learned. Every experience, good or bad, carries with it a lesson. Did you learn to be more patient, more disciplined, more compassionate? Maybe you learned the value of hard work or the importance of taking care of your health. Whatever those lessons are, write them down. Those are the tools you'll carry into 2025. Those lessons are your strength. They'll help you avoid the same mistakes and make better decisions in the future. And don't forget to reflect on your mindset. What kind of thoughts dominated your year? Were they positive, forward-thinking, and empowering? Or were they negative, self-doubting, and filled with fear? Your mindset is everything. It controls how you approach challenges, how you react to setbacks, and how you see the world. If you spent the year battling negative self-talk, now is the time to turn it around. Recognize that your thoughts have power. Change your thinking, and you'll change your life. Take time to be proud of yourself. Yes, you. Acknowledge the strength it took to get through the hard times. Celebrate the resilience you've built. Life isn't easy. And if you've made it this far, you're stronger than you think. Sometimes the biggest victory is just showing up every day and doing your best. You've made it through, and you've learned along the way. Now take a deep breath and recognize your progress. It's important to celebrate yourself, even in the small moments, because that recognition fuels your growth. As you reflect, remember that it's not about living in the past. It's about learning from it. Reflection isn't about beating yourself up for mistakes or dwelling on what could have been. It's about understanding the lessons, accepting where you've been, and using that knowledge to make better decisions moving forward. The past year is over, but it's part of the foundation you're building for your future. So, give yourself the time to reflect, process, and then let go. Look at where you are now, and then set your sights on where you want to be. The most important thing is to be honest with yourself. Growth comes from understanding your journey, the good and the bad, and deciding what to do with that knowledge. Reflection isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about accepting that mistakes are part of the process, and that every failure brings you closer to the success you want. If you can look back and see the lessons, you'll be ready to step into 2025 with confidence and clarity. You're not the same person you were at the beginning of the year. You've grown, you've learned, and now you're better equipped for the challenges ahead. So reflect on the past year, but don't let it hold you back. Use it as a springboard for greater things. It's time to leave the past behind, take the lessons with you, and move forward with purpose. The best is yet to come. Number 5, focus on personal growth. If there's one thing that will set you apart in the coming year, it's your commitment to personal growth. Everything else, your career, your relationships, your health, it all hinges on how much you're willing to grow. You don't have to wait for 2025 to begin. It starts now, today. You have the power to level up, but only if you're intentional about your growth. So what does that really mean? It means you need to take responsibility for where you are and where you want to be. It's about pushing past your comfort zone and being relentless in your pursuit of becoming a better version of yourself. Growth doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design. Personal growth isn't just about reading a few self-help books or listening to motivational speeches. It's about taking real, actionable steps that challenge you and force you to expand your mind and your capabilities. That means getting uncomfortable, taking risks, and doing things that scare you. The truth is, if you're not feeling some level of discomfort, you're probably not growing. Growth requires you to step into the unknown, to break free from the things that have held you back. You have to be willing to fail, to stumble, and to pick yourself back up again. That's where the real growth happens. It's easy to stay in your bubble, in your routine, doing the same things over and over. But if you want to achieve something extraordinary, you need to break that cycle. Whether it's working on your confidence, learning new skills, or pushing through self-doubt, personal growth requires you to step outside of what's familiar. It's about constantly learning, improving, and stretching yourself. When was the last time you challenged yourself to do something difficult, something that made you uncomfortable? If you haven't, now's the time to do it. Start by investing in yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. If your body isn't where it needs to be, you need to work on it. If your mind isn't sharp, you need to make it sharp. Your mental clarity, your emotional intelligence, your physical fitness, all of these things matter. They are the foundation of your success. Don't neglect them. Take time to exercise, eat well, and get enough rest. Your body is the vehicle that will carry you to your dreams, and it's up to you to take care of it. But personal growth isn't just about the physical stuff. Your mind is the engine that drives everything. If you're not constantly learning, you're falling behind. Read books, listen to podcasts, take courses, and expose yourself to new ideas. Don't wait for the perfect time to start. The best time is now. The more you learn, the more you grow. Don't settle for what you know now. Aim to know more tomorrow than you do today. The person who stops learning is the person who stops growing. So commit to expanding your knowledge. Seek out new perspectives. Find ways to keep challenging your mind and expanding your thinking. Personal growth also means taking a hard look at your habits. What habits do you need to break? What behaviors are holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself? Bad habits are like anchors that drag you down. Whether it's procrastination, self-doubt, or poor time management, these habits don't serve you. They limit your potential. The first step is to acknowledge them, and the second step is to actively work on breaking them. It's not easy, but nothing worthwhile ever is. Focus on replacing those bad habits with ones that support your growth. Start small, but stay consistent. Another key area for growth is your mindset. Your mindset shapes everything in your life. If you have a growth mindset, you'll embrace challenges, view setbacks as opportunities, and believe that you can improve over time. But if you have a fixed mindset, you'll limit yourself. You'll believe that you can't grow past a certain point. But let me tell you, those limitations are all in your head. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by accepting limitations. They pushed past them, and so can you. Embrace a growth mindset. Understand that you are always capable of more than you think. Personal growth also requires you to get brutally honest with yourself. This is where the real work happens. You need to stop lying to yourself about where you are in life and start facing the facts. You can't make progress if you're not willing to acknowledge the truth about yourself. Maybe you've been holding yourself back with excuses, fear, or doubt. It's time to let all of that go. Take a good hard look at your weaknesses, your fears, and your limitations, and use them as fuel for change. You have the power to overcome them, but only if you're willing to be honest with yourself about what needs to be done. Setting goals is essential for growth. But remember, it's not just about setting goals. It's about setting the right goals. Goals that challenge you, that stretch you, that push you to become more than you are right now. Don't settle for easy goals. Don't settle for what's comfortable. Go for what scares you. Go for the goals that will force you to grow. When you set big goals, they will drive you to develop new skills, habits, and mindsets. They will push you past your limits and force you to dig deeper into your potential. And remember, growth is not a linear process. There will be days when you feel like you've taken 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. That's okay. It's all part of the journey. Success isn't about perfection. It's about progress. The key is consistency. If you keep moving forward, even if it's just a little bit at a time, you will grow. And the more you grow, the more you'll see the results. Finally, one of the most important aspects of personal growth is self-compassion. Don't beat yourself up for not being perfect. Growth is a lifelong process. There's no finish line. You'll never be done growing, and that's okay. What matters is that you're committed to the process. Show yourself grace when you stumble, and keep pushing forward. Personal growth is not about becoming someone you're not. It's about becoming the best version of who you already are. Number 6, forgive and let go of the past. Holding on to the past can weigh you down like an anchor. It keeps you stuck in old patterns, prevents you from moving forward, and robs you of the happiness you deserve. But here's the truth. If you want to grow, if you want to step into the future and make 2025 your year, you need to forgive and let go of the past. It doesn't matter what's happened, how much pain you felt, or how deep the wounds are. You have to release it. Holding on only hurts you, and it stops you from being the person you're meant to become. Forgiveness isn't about letting someone off the hook for their wrongdoings. It's not about excusing bad behavior or pretending like nothing happened. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional baggage that's holding you back. The truth is, when you hold on to resentment, anger, or regret, you're allowing the past to control your future. You're allowing someone else's actions or your own mistakes to dictate your life. And that's no way to live. You deserve better. You deserve to be free. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean you have to reconcile with someone who hurt you or let them back into your life. It simply means you're no longer going to let their actions or the past define who you are. It's about giving yourself the power to heal, to move forward, and to stop reliving the pain of yesterday. Every time you hold on to that pain, you are allowing it to steal your peace and your power. You have to let it go if you want to reclaim both. The hardest part is often forgiving yourself. We all make mistakes. We all have things we regret, things we wish we could do over. But the reality is you can't change the past. You can't go back and undo the things you've done, but you can learn from them. You can use them as stepping stones to become better. Forgiving yourself is not about absolving yourself of responsibility. It's about accepting that you're human, that you will make mistakes, and that you deserve to move forward regardless of what's happened. Don't let guilt or shame keep you trapped in a prison of your own making. You are worthy of a fresh start. When you carry around grudges, resentment, or anger, you're letting those negative emotions drain your energy. They take up valuable space in your heart and mind that could be used for things that actually help you grow. Forgiveness, on the other hand, gives you your energy back. It allows you to fill that space with positive emotions like love, peace, and gratitude. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel when you let go of all that unnecessary weight. I know it's not always easy to forgive. Some things are so painful that it feels like forgiveness is impossible. But understand this, holding on to the hurt doesn't make it go away. It only makes it worse. When you keep carrying that pain, it doesn't just affect you. It affects every area of your life. It affects your relationships, your job, your happiness. It's like a cloud hanging over you, blocking out the sun. But forgiveness allows the sun to shine through. It doesn't change what happened, but it changes how you react to it. It gives you the power to take control of your life again. Letting go also means releasing the need for closure. Sometimes closure doesn't come the way we want it to. People don't always apologize, and situations don't always resolve neatly. But you don't need them to. You don't need anyone's permission to move on. You don't need to wait for someone to make things right. You can let go of the past on your own terms. You can decide right now that you're done holding on to something that no longer serves you. It's not about them. It's about you. And remember, forgiveness is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and it takes effort. But the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. The more you let go, the more peace you'll find. The more you forgive, the more you'll realize that holding on to the past was never worth the price. It only steals from your present and your future. When you forgive, you create space for new, better things to enter your life. You clear the path for your personal growth, your success, and your happiness. It's important to understand that forgiving doesn't mean you condone what happened. It doesn't mean you forget or allow someone to mistreat you again. Forgiveness is simply about choosing to release the negative emotions that are holding you hostage. It's about saying, I'm no longer going to let this affect me. I'm moving forward. And when you make that choice, you empower yourself. The past is a part of you, but it doesn't have to define you. What happened doesn't dictate who you are today or who you will be tomorrow. Letting go of the past is one of the most freeing things you can do for yourself. It allows you to live fully in the present and to step into the future with a heart that is open and ready for new experiences. When you forgive and let go, you stop being a prisoner to your past, and you start being the person you were always meant to be. So make the decision now to forgive. Forgive others, forgive yourself, and let go of the things that no longer serve you. Stop letting the past control your future. Choose freedom. Choose peace. And choose to step into 2025 with a clean slate, ready for everything the new year has to offer. The future is yours, but you have to let go of the past to fully embrace it. Number 7, work on your mindset. The way you think shapes everything in your life. Your mindset determines how you approach challenges, how you view yourself, and how you handle adversity. If you want to make 2025 your year, it all starts in your mind. Working on your mindset is not just a nice to have. It's an absolute necessity. Your mindset can either be the engine that drives your success or the anchor that holds you back. The choice is yours. The first step to working on your mindset is understanding that your thoughts control your actions. If you constantly think negatively, you'll feel negative, and you'll make decisions that align with that negativity. But if you shift your thoughts, you can shift your life. It's all about perspective. How you see the world, how you see yourself, and how you approach obstacles will determine what you achieve in the future. When you start seeing challenges as opportunities for growth, you're already on your way to a more powerful mindset. One of the most important shifts you can make is moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, this is who I am, and I can't change. A growth mindset says, I can learn, I can grow, and I can improve. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop seeing failure as a reflection of your abilities and start seeing it as a lesson. You understand that mistakes are part of the journey, not the end of it. You stop letting setbacks define you and start using them to fuel your progress. Another powerful shift is changing how you view yourself. Your self-talk is the inner dialogue that guides your decisions and actions. If your self-talk is filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, that's exactly how you'll show up in the world. But if you start telling yourself, I can do this, I am capable, and I am worthy of success, you'll begin to take actions that align with those beliefs. Your mindset is the foundation of your self-esteem. When you work on your mindset, you begin to believe in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals. It's also crucial to surround yourself with the right influences. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're constantly around negative, limiting individuals, their mindset will rub off on you. But when you surround yourself with people who inspire you, who have a growth mindset, and who push you to be better, you'll naturally start adopting those same traits. The right people help you level up. They help you see the possibilities instead of the problems. Another key component of a strong mindset is resilience. Life is full of setbacks, failures, and challenges, but it's how you respond to those setbacks that makes all the difference. Resilience is about bouncing back stronger after each setback. It's about not letting failures keep you down. When you have a resilient mindset, you view challenges as temporary obstacles to be overcome, not permanent roadblocks. The most successful people aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who keep going after failure, learning from it, and improving. The next thing to focus on is your ability to stay disciplined. Mindset isn't just about thinking positively. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard. Success doesn't come to those who wait for it to happen. It comes to those who work for it every single day. Developing discipline in your mindset means showing up for yourself even when you don't feel like it, staying focused on your goals, and making consistent progress, no matter how small. Discipline is the muscle that builds your success. Mindset is also about managing your emotions. We all experience moments of frustration, fear, and stress, but your ability to control your emotional responses is critical. When you let your emotions dictate your actions, you're letting them control your life. But when you learn to manage your emotions, you're able to respond more effectively, make better decisions, and maintain your focus on what matters. Emotional intelligence is a key part of a strong mindset. A positive mindset doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on what you can control and what you can improve. It's about gratitude for what you have, while still striving for what you want. A positive mindset helps you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It encourages you to take action, to be persistent, and to keep moving forward, even when things are tough. Every day, you can work on strengthening your mindset. Start by paying attention to your thoughts. Are they empowering or limiting? Are they pushing you toward your goals or keeping you stuck? Replace negative, limiting beliefs with positive, empowering ones. Visualize your success every day. Take time to reflect on your goals and how you're going to achieve them. Take action every day, no matter how small, toward building the life you want. And remember, the more you work on your mindset, the more your mindset will work for you. Your mindset isn't something that's fixed. It's something you can work on every single day. If you want 2025 to be your best year yet, you have to start with your mind. The thoughts you think today are shaping the actions you'll take tomorrow. Focus on developing a mindset that's positive, growth-oriented, resilient, and disciplined. When you do that, you'll set yourself up for success in everything you do. Number 8, invest in your health. Your health is the foundation for everything else in your life. Without it, all the success, wealth, and happiness you seek won't mean much. It's easy to take your health for granted, especially when you're young and full of energy. But as time passes, you realize that good health isn't something you can ignore. If you want to make 2025 a breakthrough year, you have to invest in your health now. The truth is, without a healthy body, you won't have the energy or focus to go after your goals. Investing in your health today is an investment in your future success, happiness, and longevity. Start by recognizing that your body is your most valuable asset. No amount of money or material success can replace the value of your health. It's not just about looking good or being fit. Your health is about feeling good, having energy, and being able to perform at your highest level. Good health impacts every area of your life, from how you feel mentally to how productive you are in your work. If you're tired, sluggish, or sick, it's much harder to be focused, motivated, and driven to accomplish your goals. When you feel strong, energized, and healthy, you can do anything. One of the first things to focus on when investing in your health is your diet. What you put into your body directly impacts how you feel, think, and perform. Eating junk food or processed foods on a regular basis may feel good in the moment, but it drains your energy and makes you feel sluggish. On the other hand, eating a balanced diet full of fresh, whole foods can fuel your body and mind for optimal performance. Focus on eating plenty of vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats. You don't need to be perfect, but making healthier choices every day adds up over time. Fuel your body with the right foods, and you'll feel the difference. Exercise is another crucial component of a healthy life. Your body was designed to move, and if you're not moving enough, you're not doing yourself any favors. Exercise not only strengthens your body, but also improves your mood, boosts your energy, and sharpens your mind. It doesn't have to be hours at the gym every day. It can be as simple as a daily walk, a quick workout, or playing a sport you enjoy. The goal is to stay active and get your heart pumping. Find a physical activity that you enjoy and commit to it regularly. The more you move, the better you'll feel, and the more your body will thank you. Sleep is another investment in your health that too many people overlook. In today's world, it's common to stay up late working, scrolling through social media, or watching TV. But lack of sleep seriously impacts your mental and physical health. Sleep is when your body recovers, heals, and replenishes itself. It's essential for memory, focus, mood, and overall well-being. If you're not getting enough quality sleep, you're robbing yourself of the energy and clarity you need to perform at your best. Make sleep a priority. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night and create a bedtime routine that helps you wind down and relax. Your body will thank you in the long run. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and investing in it is crucial for a successful life. Stress, anxiety, and negative thoughts can drain your energy and affect how you approach your goals. Finding ways to manage your stress and take care of your mind is just as important as working on your body. This could mean taking time each day for mindfulness, meditation, or journaling. It could be practicing gratitude, connecting with others, or seeking professional help if needed. Your mind and body are connected. When you take care of one, the other follows. Make your mental health a priority, and everything in your life will improve. Another key investment is preventing health issues before they become major problems. Regular checkups with your doctor, dentist, and other healthcare professionals are essential. Routine exams and screenings can catch potential issues early when they're easier to manage and treat. It's much easier to prevent problems than it is to fix them later. Don't wait until something is wrong to take action. Stay on top of your health with regular checkups and screenings. Your future self will thank you. Hydration is often overlooked, but it's critical for maintaining energy, focus, and overall well-being. Water is essential for every function in your body, from digestion to circulation. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day, especially if you're exercising or working in a mentally demanding environment. Keep a water bottle with you and make drinking water a habit. Staying hydrated will help you feel more energized and focused throughout the day. One of the most powerful investments you can make in your health is a positive, healthy mindset. This means believing that you deserve to be healthy and that you can take control of your well-being. It's about making health a priority and treating your body with the respect it deserves. When you believe in your ability to take care of yourself, you will take the actions necessary to maintain your health. Develop healthy habits, stay consistent, and trust that every small step you take today will lead to big results in the future. Number 9, let go of what's holding you back. Too many people stay stuck in the same place year after year because they refuse to let go of what's holding them back. Whether it's negative emotions, toxic relationships, past failures, or even self-doubt, these things weigh you down and prevent you from reaching your potential. You can't move forward if you're constantly dragging the past along with you. If you want to make 2025 a breakthrough year, you have to release the things that no longer serve you. The weight of your past mistakes, fears, and insecurities will only hold you back from building the future you desire. First, let's talk about the power of forgiveness. Holding on to anger or resentment towards others is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. It doesn't affect them, it only poisons your soul. Letting go of grudges and forgiving others doesn't mean that what they did was okay. It means that you're choosing peace over pain. When you forgive, you free yourself from the chains of anger, bitterness, and resentment. And when you free yourself, you open up the space for new, positive energy to enter your life. Now understand this. Forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. It's about releasing yourself from the emotional burden that weighs you down. When you forgive, you stop letting the past control your future. Next, it's time to let go of self-doubt and limiting beliefs. The biggest obstacle in your life is often the person you see in the mirror. You hold on to beliefs like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be able to do this. These beliefs are false, and they're holding you back from your true potential. No one is born with the ability to achieve everything they want. Success comes from effort, learning, and growth. You have the ability to create the life you want, but first, you have to believe it. Every time you doubt yourself, you're holding on to a belief that is no longer serving you. Replace that self-doubt with self-belief. Start telling yourself, I am capable. I am worthy. I can do this. When you believe in yourself, you unlock doors you didn't even know existed. Letting go of past failures is crucial. Every single person has failed at something, but failure doesn't define you. It's simply a lesson, a step toward success. If you're still holding on to past failures, you're allowing them to control your present and future. Each time you think about that failure, it drags you back into the past and keeps you stuck. Stop seeing failure as a negative thing. It's just a part of the process. The most successful people in the world have failed many times, but they didn't let those failures define them. Instead, they used those lessons to grow, improve, and push forward. Let go of the fear of failure. It's not about avoiding mistakes. It's about learning from them, growing stronger, and moving forward with resilience. One of the hardest things to let go of is the fear of judgment. So many people hold themselves back because they're worried about what others think. They worry about being judged, criticized, or rejected. The truth is, you can't control what other people think. People will always have opinions about you, but their opinions don't define your worth. The only thing that matters is your own belief in yourself. The more you care about what others think, the more you limit your own freedom. Let go of the need for approval. Stop trying to please everyone. When you stop worrying about what others think, you will finally give yourself the freedom to be who you truly are and go after what you truly want. Letting go also means releasing toxic relationships. We all have people in our lives who drain us, bring us down, or hold us back. These people might be family, friends, or even coworkers. You don't have to keep them in your life just because of the label or because of history. If someone is consistently negative, unsupportive, or disrespectful, it's time to let go. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, support your goals, and encourage your growth. When you free yourself from toxic relationships, you create space for healthier, more positive connections to enter your life. Another critical thing to release is the fear of change. Change can be uncomfortable, but it's the only way to grow. If you want a different life, you have to be willing to do different things. You can't expect new results if you're doing the same things over and over again. Let go of the fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. Embrace change and recognize that it's the pathway to progress. Change opens up new opportunities, new experiences, and new lessons. It's the gateway to the life you want to create. Don't fear it, embrace it. Finally, let go of excuses. Excuses are the stories we tell ourselves to justify inaction, to hold us back from taking responsibility. You may tell yourself, I don't have enough time, or I'm too old, or it's too late for me. These are excuses that keep you stuck in the same place. Let go of them, because they are not true. You have time. You have the ability. You have the power to make the changes you want. Stop making excuses and start making moves. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop waiting for things to happen and you make them happen. Number 10, learn something new. To step into the next year as the best version of yourself, you have to commit to learning. Whether it's a new skill, a new mindset, or new knowledge, the key to growth is constant learning. If you're not growing, you're stagnating, and stagnation is dangerous. It means you're not evolving, adapting, or preparing for the future. Learning is what keeps you sharp, keeps you adaptable, and most importantly, keeps you moving forward. The world is changing faster than ever. What worked in the past isn't always going to work in the future. That's why it's crucial to keep learning. The best way to stay ahead is to be constantly learning something new. This isn't just about picking up a book or attending a seminar. It's about being open to new ideas, trying new experiences, and expanding your knowledge. When you make learning a part of your life, you make yourself more valuable, adaptable, and prepared for the challenges ahead. Learning something new doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as picking up a new hobby, exploring a different area of interest, or developing a skill you've always wanted to master. It could be as small as learning how to cook a new dish, or as big as learning a new language or a technical skill that can help you in your career. The point is, don't limit yourself. Don't allow yourself to get comfortable. The moment you stop learning, you start to fall behind. Challenge yourself to discover something new every single day, no matter how big or small. One of the best investments you can make is in acquiring new knowledge. In today's world, knowledge is power. The more you know, the more opportunities open up for you. It's not just about book smarts. It's about practical, applicable knowledge that helps you solve problems and add value to the world. Whether it's learning how to manage your finances better, how to communicate more effectively, or how to be more productive, every bit of knowledge you gain is another tool in your toolbox that can help you succeed. Never underestimate the value of learning, whether it's formal education, self-education, or learning from your experiences. Learning something new also keeps your mind sharp. As we get older, it's easy to fall into the trap of doing the same things over and over again. We get into routines and stop challenging ourselves. But doing so is one of the fastest ways to feel like time is slipping away. By continually learning, you stay mentally active and engaged with the world. You keep your mind flexible, ready to adapt to new situations and challenges. It's like exercise for your brain. You need to stretch your mind, try new things, and step out of your comfort zone in order to stay sharp and aware. Another key to learning is learning from your failures. You don't have to be perfect. In fact, the more mistakes you make, the more you learn. Don't be afraid to fail. Failures are the greatest teachers. They show you what doesn't work and what you need to change. When you fail, you don't lose. You gain valuable insights into yourself and the world around you. So don't shy away from challenges because you're scared of failing. Embrace them. They are the stepping stones to your growth and future success. You might wonder where to start. Well, think about the areas where you feel the weakest or where you could use some improvement. Is it in your career? Is it in your health? Maybe it's in your relationships or personal habits. Wherever it is, find resources that will help you. Read books, watch videos, take courses, talk to people who are experts in that field. There's no excuse not to learn something new in today's world. The tools, resources, and opportunities are all around you. All you have to do is take action. Don't just learn for the sake of learning. Apply what you've learned. Knowledge without action is useless. The best learners are those who can take new information and put it to use in real life. Whether it's a skill for your job, a habit to improve your health, or a mindset shift to improve your happiness, take the new knowledge you've gained and integrate it into your life. Learning is not about collecting facts. It's about applying those facts to create a better version of yourself. Start small. Pick one area where you want to learn something new and commit to it. Whether it's improving your communication skills or learning how to be more productive, make a plan and stick to it. And as you grow in that area, move on to the next thing. Keep expanding your horizons. When you make learning a habit, it becomes second nature. And over time, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. The growth you'll see in yourself won't just be in what you know. It'll be in who you've become. Learning something new isn't just a one-time thing. It's a lifelong commitment. As the world continues to evolve, so should you. Stay curious. Stay open. Keep your mind in a state of growth. The more you learn, the more you grow, and the more equipped you are to handle whatever challenges life throws your way. Never stop learning, because when you do, you stop growing. You stop evolving. And that's when life begins to pass you by. So, make the decision now. Commit to learning something new, and watch how it transforms your life in ways you never imagined.